Captain James Reed stood before the massive view screen on the UES Vengeance, his face illuminated by the distant stars and the burning wreckage of what had once been the Valoran colony on Proxima Beta. His knuckles whitened as he gripped the command rail, jaw clenched so tight he thought his teeth might crack. "Final casualty report, Commander," he said, his voice cold and measured. Commander Eliza Torres looked up from her datapad, her eyes hollow. "Total Valoran deaths estimated at 12,000, sir. No survivors detected." The bridge fell silent. The Valorans had been humanity's first alien allies, peaceful, gentle beings who had approached Earth with open arms and friendship when mankind had taken its first tentative steps into the Galactic community 30 years ago. They had stood by humanity when the Galactic Council had labeled them as dangerously unpredictable and imposed harsh sanctions. Now they were gone, every last one on Proxima Beta, slaughtered by Council forces in a peacekeeping action that was nothing short of genocide. "The Council ships," Reed asked, "retreated to the Arcturus system, sir," Lieutenant Tom Blake reported from Tactical. "They're regrouping at the Council embassy there." Reed nodded. "Send the evidence to Earth Command. All of it. The radiation signatures, the weapon profiles, the comms intercepts. Let them see exactly what their civilization looks like." The Council had made a critical error. They had assumed that because humanity kept the Valorans at arm's length from their military operations, because humans didn't showcase their true capabilities to their gentle allies, that the relationship was one of convenience rather than genuine friendship. They couldn't have been more wrong. High Counselor Drek of the Galactic Council shifted uncomfortably in his ceremonial robes as the human ambassador approached the speaker's platform. The emergency session had been called by Earth, and attendance was mandatory for all member species. "The humans are making a spectacle," hissed Sub-Counselor Lith from behind him. "They should know better than to challenge us after the lesson we delivered to their Valoran pets." Drek wasn't so certain. Something about the calm, measured stride of Ambassador Morgan gave him pause. The humans showed none of the emotional outbursts their species was known for. "Esteemed members of the Council," Morgan began, her voice steady. "For 3 decades, humanity has played by your rules. We've accepted restrictions on our expansion, limitations on our technology, and scrutiny of our military. We did this in the name of peace and cooperation." She paused, activating a hologram that displayed the burning ruins of the Valoran colony. "Yesterday, Council military forces conducted what they termed a limited intervention against our Valoran allies. They claimed it was to prevent technological transfers that violated treaty terms." Morgan's eyes swept the chamber, meeting the gaze of each council member. "There were no such transfers. The Valorans were a peaceful people who taught us art, philosophy, and the beauty of the cosmos. In return, we shared music, literature, and friendship. They harbored no weapons. They posed no threat." Her voice remained steady, but the temperature in the chamber seemed to drop. "Humanity has been patient. We have been cooperative. But make no mistake, we have not been idle. In the darkness of space, beyond the Council's defensive perimeter, 500 human warships dropped their stealth fields simultaneously. Ships that, officially, didn't exist. Technology that, according to Council records, humanity can possess." Admiral Kate Wilson addressed the fleet from the bridge of the Dreadnought Retribution. "All ships, weapons free. Execute Operation Righteous Fury." The Council chambers erupted in chaos as alerts blared throughout the station. High Counselor Drek stared in disbelief at the tactical display. "Impossible," he whispered. "They couldn't have hidden this many ships. Our intelligence said." "Your intelligence was wrong," Ambassador Morgan said quietly. "Humanity learned long ago not to reveal its full strength. We showed you what we wanted you to see. The first volley from the human fleet decimated the Council's defensive platforms. The second disabled their capital ships without destroying them. Surgical, precise, overwhelming. This isn't war," Morgan continued as Council members watched their military might crumple before them. "This is justice. The Valoran people were under our protection, though we kept that arrangement private to spare them from becoming targets. You killed them anyway." Outside, human ground forces were already teleporting onto the station, another technology the Council thought beyond human capabilities. Humanity does not seek your destruction. Morgan says armored human soldiers entered the chamber. But the old council is finished. A new covenant will be established. One built on genuine respect rather than fear and domination. 6 months later, Captain Reed stood before a memorial on the rebuilt Valoran colony. Thousands of crystal trees have been planted, each one representing a Valoran life lost in the massacre. Beside him stood Eliza Torres, now an ambassador to the reformed Galactic Alliance. "Do you think we went too far?" she asked quietly. Reed considered the question, watching as the crystal trees caught the light of the setting sun. "The council believed Mike made right," he said finally. "They needed to learn that true strength isn't about who has the biggest weapons, but about what you're willing to fight for. We fought for our friends." In the end, that had made all the difference. Humanity had revealed itself not as the barbarians the council had feared, but as something far more dangerous. A species that combined advanced technology with unwavering loyalty and the resolve to act when principles were threatened. The galaxy had underestimated humanity's capacity for friendship, and the wrath that would be unleashed when those friends were harmed. As night fell on the memorial grove, the crystal trees began to glow with an inner light, a testament to lives lost and a promise that such a tragedy would never be permitted again. Humanity had taken its place among the stars, not as conquerors, but as protectors, and the galaxy would never be the same.